Welcome back to Teensy Vintage. I'm Teresa, your host and artist and whatever else. Today we're working in my junk journal and I am putting some gesso down on what looks like an ad for license plates or something. Who knows? It was probably something I got in the mail. Anyway, you want to put down a nice layer of gesso, give it a little texture, give it something, some toothiness, as they say, so that your paint and other media will stick. And it gives a little bit of body to your paper as well. This particular paper, it's not as thin as newsprint or anything, but it's definitely not very sturdy either. But it's a junk journal, so what are you going to do? All right, so we're going to put a little bit of paper behind these pages so that I can be messy and not get paint on the other pages. We're going to go and work with some blues, greens, a little yellow later. I can't help it. I like blue. What can I say? So we start out here with a medium blue, and I think this color is called Peacock or something. And just adding a little water so that I can move it around. And just having fun. You know, a lot of artists are very serious and make very serious things, and that is fantastic. But that is not me. Now we're going to add some dark blue. This color is marine, I believe. It's kind of a nice grayish blue. I really dig it. Very moody. And we're just getting some color on there in the background, covering up some white space, some of that text, the license plates, and we're going to dry it. So this little guy, this is not a hair dryer. This is an honest-to-goodness heat gun, craft heat gun, I guess, from Ranger Ink. I love Ranger. They make a lot of the paints and other doodads. So now that this is dry, we can start to put some more stuff down. So here we go with our Stabilo woodies. I love these pencils. They're actually, I think they're supposed to be for kids, but they're fantastic. They have fantastic color. You can use them as a pencil, colored pencil. You can also activate them with water so they get all watercolory. And I'm just going over all these random lines that I put in with a very small brush to give it that watercolory appearance. This whole background reminds me of, water. And now we're going to put some stencils on. This is one of my favorite stencils. I use this stencil a lot. It's from the Crafter's Workshop. I've listed all the supplies in the description. But little dots. I am not sure why, but I just love rows of dots. I think it's because when I was a kid, something had dots on it. I don't know, but it was like one of those things. Ever since, I am very into dots. Just using a good old cosmetic sponge to apply my paint. I love these things. They're cheap and you can keep using them. When that paint dries, I will cut it off and continue using the wedge on another project. So now I'm debating. I'm just gonna smush some more of that lime green color around, because there's still too much white space for my liking. And now I'm adding some yellow. This is a Dylusions paint, and it is called Lemon Zest. It is very bright. This video doesn't really capture just how dang bright this yellow is. But it's wonderful. So I'm just going in, putting the yellow where it feels good, using a brush to get into little tiny places. More thinking. This is going to be our focal piece. These two, I'm guessing, French ladies. Who knows? I don't really know where these ladies are. I just imagine them sitting at a table in Paris and having a nice cup of coffee, sharing some gossip, spilling the tea, whatever the kids say these days. When I cut these two gals out, I left a little bit of the table on the right side so that the lady on the right would have someplace to put her elbow. And then I made sure to keep the fur coat on the lady on the left. Don't wear fur, kids. Animals don't need to die so you can look good. And now I'm using the Stabilo woodies again, just to add some color. You know, I love the black and white from a contrast point of view, but I also like to add in some color just to have it pop. Going with a nice purple or violet over here, and using a brand new pencil to give this lady a pink blouse. And just activating it with a touch of water. Drying it. And I think this lady needs a touch of definition. She needs her skirt to be a lime green. And some lime green shoes to match, of course. There we go. And then I take a Stabilo Marksall pencil to just give a slight bit of definition to the dress. Yeah, that looks better. And I think I'm pretty happy with that. So now I'm just going to kind of figure out where they're going to go. I decide to make that chair back brown just to differentiate it. There we go. Give it a little bit of depth. Some mark making here. Just using my Stabilo again. Taking a tiny paintbrush with just a little bit of water. And I'm going to dry those. You don't want to dab these with paper towel or anything because they basically will disappear into your paper towel. So either let them air dry or get your heat tool out. That's better. I think they look pretty good right there. So now we're going to use our trusty glue stick. There we go. And smooth this image down so there's no air bubbles. All my edges are flat. Yeah. A few more marks just to kind of balance out the colors. And then I'm going around the edge of this lady with a Derwent Inktense pencil in teal. Just, again, a little definition. A little detail goes a long way. And I know all the detail kind of gets lost in the video, but at the end you'll see close-ups of the finished pages. Now I am making the ground. You always want to ground your figures just so they're not floating on the page. Just using a Stabilo Marksall and then some water to activate it and gives it this nice dreamy watercolory kind of effect and gives their chairs and feet something to be on. Now I'm going to look for a sentiment here. These are some Tim Holtz stickers. And the one I choose is, I feel very apt for the day I made this. She wanted no reminders of realities or responsibility. I was like, yeah, sounds about right. I would like to just go have some coffee and hang out. underline them just a little. Again, just a smidge to kind of give it some visual interest. Make sure everything's nice and dry. And then we're going to use our date stamp, put the date, and sign the page, and we're done. Thanks for watching, y'all. I really appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe.